before using your PX400 for the first time, you need to calibrate your compass. To do so, connect your battery to the PX400. A system check reveals that your compass is not calibrated yet, as indicated by this yellow light. To do so, you need your Flypro app installed on your phone and your Bluetooth box. First, switch on your Bluetooth box. Then open your Flypro app. So on your Flypro app, go to flight data. And once your Bluetooth box starts to flash blue, click connect and scan for devices. You select the Bluetooth receiver labeled CUAV RTB box.
Connected.
Once connected, to calibrate your compass, you go
Rear, compass not calibrated.
You go to options, first reset your parameters, and you refresh your parameters. Once your parameters refreshed, go to
compass not
options,
calibrated.
calibration, and click calibrate. Once you have done so, turn the PX400 to allow the calibration app to calibrate your compass.
Compass not calibrated. Data link restored.
Once you have calibrated the compass, this light will now flash blue, saying that it is ready to arm. And it's a treat to the drone. And wait until the drone does a thorough system check. You will know when it is completed when this light turns green or blue. It is now ready to use. So now you take your controller and you switch it on and you switch on the monitor. As you can see, it will go find the channel connected to the camera. However, if this channel is not showing up as connected to the camera, click the search button until you find it. As it searches through the channels until it finds the wavelength connected to the camera, the channel connected to the camera. To connect your drone to your phone, first you take your RTB box and switch it on by pressing the top button once. It will now flash. If this light is flashing red, that means it's low battery and requires charge via a laptop or a micro USB cable. When this light is flashing blue, that means it is searching for a Bluetooth signal. You take your phone, open up the Flypro app, and you go to flight data, and it is now locating your position through GPS. Once your position is located, you can now connect it. Now you can now connect to the Bluetooth box. Click connect and scan for devices. CUAV RTB box refers to the box here. You connect. It will now give you the position of you and the quadcopter, which is indicated by an arrow. The arrow points in the direction of the head of the quadcopter. As you can see, the quadcopter currently is in stabilized mode. This mode is recognized on the controller as these two buttons at the back. This button, this button. So there is 6 modes with the PX400. First mode is your manual mode. So there are 6 modes with the PX400. First mode is manual mode, as indicated by the word stabilize on your Flypro app. This is when both these switches on the back of your controller are in its down position. This gives you full control of the PX400 through your remote. The next mode is hover, as indicated by the word loiter on your Flypro app. This is when you switch your right switch to its move its right switch to its middle position. If you move left switch to its up position, it will go into circle mode, and it will circle the given radius that you have set on the Flypro app from the distance in front of the quadcopter. For example, if 10 meters is provided in the Flypro app, the quadcopter will circle a radius of 10 meters. The next position is when you lift the right switch to its up position. This is return to land or return to home. This will cause the PX400 to return to the position where it took off. Next mode is these are the 4 main modes used with the PX400. The next mode is land. Note that when you're switching modes, ensure that your throttle position is in its center position. If it is not in center position, there is a chance for your PX400 to drop quickly as the mode switches. Headless mode can be switched on by turning this switch to the down position. Headless mode allows you to control the drone regardless of its orientation. Therefore, if you were to bring your drone back, all you have to do is push your right joystick down. This mode is useful for when you are unsure of the drone's orientation or for easy flight, as the drone, regardless of its physical orientation, will always move away from you when you push the stick forward or towards you when you push the stick down. So there's 2 modes on the camera. There's a video mode, which it is on currently, or a photo mode, which can be activated by clicking the switch down. Yeah? To take a photo or a video, you're operating this switch. To take a photo or video, you click the switch down and then back up. When you have done so, you would see, for video, you would see a red button on the top left hand corner, red light flashing, indicating that you are now recording. To operate your gimbal, to move it around, use these 2 knobs at the back. If you were to rotate this knob, it will pitch up and pitch down. If you were to rotate the knob on the left, you'll roll right, or you'll roll left. That's it. Before beginning, check whether your controller is connected to the PX400 by simply changing modes and listening for the sound. The vocal feedback tells that the controller is connected to the PX400. You can also check by operating the 2 knobs at the back, which control the gimbal. So if you were to turn it, camera should roll, and if you turn the right knob, camera should pitch. We are now ready to engage and arm the quadcopter for flight. To engage the quadcopter, long press this button on the left. To arm your quadcopter, take your throttle button and push it down and to the right. Your propellers will start spinning and your quadcopter is now ready for flight. To disarm your quadcopter, press the throttle button down and to the left. So now we will arm the PX400 by pushing the throttle all the way down and to the right. Once armed, set to hover mode by flicking your right switch to the middle position and slowly hover. by increasing your throttle. Once a gentle hover is reached, put your throttle in the middle position and activate circle mode by switching your left switch to the up position. Ensuring your throttle is still in the middle position, the center position, switch your left switch back down to enter back to hover mode. So now to return back, now to go to headless mode, flick your left switch into one position. This now enters headless mode, meaning that if I were to move forward by shifting my right joystick up, it will move away from me, regardless of the PX400 orientation. And now if I want to move it back towards me, you pull down the right joystick. Into back hover mode. To yaw, you take your left joystick and you shift right to your anti-clockwise, and left to your clockwise. To return to home, flick both switches at the back to its up position. Your PX400 will now return back to the initial position that it took off. The PX400 will rise to 15 meters before locating its takeoff position, and then it will gently reduce throttle until it lands. You then disarm the PX400 by shifting your throttle all the way left.
Armed. Waypoints received. Load guided. Following. Armed. Load guided. Load order. Waypoints, battery at 90%.
Okay.
Armed.